My name's Xavier, he, him. I live about a 10-minute walk away. I have an ambivalent love-hate relationship with the tech industry. I had a baby recently, and so I'm on paternity leave, and I'm like, will I ever go back? We'll see. I was one of those kids who gets into coding really early. You know, I was programming in like elementary school and things, and so there was this real like curiosity and passion about it. I really enjoyed that way of thinking. I really found there's a kind of like knowing when you figure out how to like code something, you know that thing in like a much deeper way than if you just read about it in a book or something. There's something about like the agency of it, the being able to like manipulate it, work with your hands. I have a complicated relationship with the way in which tech seems to be really powerful in service of kind of the concentration of power and capital and things like that. But I've been trying to find ways to return to the sort of like innocent like core, like the soul of interest of like why we get into this in the first place, why the like sort of mathematical and technical orientation towards the world can actually be revelatory. And I remember starting to come here when they were hosting these weekly dinners, bringing together folks in like tech, along with folks in nonprofits and civic organizations and things, with this thesis, as I understood it, that like by starting to build relationships and like a culture, bringing these groups together, trusting that that means interesting things will come from that. And so an opportunity to be in a space that's really trying to like understand that we actually value being in a community, and we want there to be like artists and nonprofits and doctors and all of these things that aren't tech. And so, but tech people have like a real set of skills to bring into that conversation, but we need to like be in relationship. So early on, I really appreciated that about the 1RG community, is just like this attempt to be this different imaginary of what it could be to be a person in tech. It's really nice to kind of have the feeling of colleagues, like people around that you can like chat with at the water cooler and things like that, but that you're not in some sort of like complicated, subtle, you know, power machination, shooting for the promotion. Like we don't actually work together, but we kind of work together. That, for me, that's sort of a sweet spot, because I actually love collaborating with folks, and I love being in creative ferment with people. And like basically most people in the space that I've gotten to know, I don't think I would have gotten to know otherwise. And the 1RG attractor seems to be what I sometimes call the tech weirdos, these people that are like in tech, but like kind of have these other interests, or you know, really civically engaged in some way, or have a strange art practice or something. What's interesting about the space here is that there's a kitchen downstairs, and like so people are often eating together, or like there's something about kitchen spaces which have this kind of inherently social aspect. You know, you're putting around making a coffee or like heating up your lunch or whatever it might be, and that's a great place to chat with other folks. Lately there's been like an official lunch day where more people tend to converge to have lunch together. I think it's been Wednesdays, and that's just been a good spot to have lots of kind of impromptu conversations with different folks, and there's usually special guests and all that. Yeah, on this floor, I usually feel like people are like a little bit more zoned in, or having a meeting, or actually working. I feel a bit more guilty coming up here to distract them. So often I'll hang out on the main floor and try to be as distracting as possible. That'll be my role. Yeah.
You're saying you're the water.
I'm the water cooler, yeah.